Hey guys, welcome back to True Vivant TV, and today I'm actually going to be doing a short video talking about, what aired this weekend and upcoming shows that you really should look out for. So this is another addition to add onto my playlist, What Happens on TV. So, I hope you guys had a great weekend first off. So I don't want to be, impolite and not ask, how you guys' weekends were. Because over here, I live in Atlanta, so the weather is like cold. And frankly, I just would like to say this. The groundhog said that spring was going to be here, but it feels like winter or semi-winter. So I don't know what's happening with the groundhog. But I personally think that they should leave that groundhog alone. Because I don't even know. They should just leave the groundhog alone. And if the winter comes, it comes. If the spring is coming, it will come. So, moving on from that. Well, it was a big night for Lifetime. It actually premiered one of its newest movies, and it was called Custody, starring Viola Davis. And her husband, her real husband, made an appearance. And I just personally think that the movie was well put together in terms of the idea of really talking about what happens, in the court system when a family, or depending on, in situation, how some children are giving back to their parents, depending on the parents' emotional and psychological state, sometimes things can end badly. So I love that they really shed light on the importance of really looking out for the signs, and if you see something that is disturbing and that you really should report it. I love that they talked about that, and I love that they really shined light on, what happens if you're a judge, and, your whole relationship can really be challenged because of the job that you do. So I love that they really didn't shy away from explaining the human side of being a person who's in power. So I love I love that they actually talked about it. And during the movie, I actually was live tweeting, and even Viola Davis gave me a little shout out. So it was pretty exciting because I love her vulnerabilities. So in this movie, if you haven't seen it, please check it out on Lifetime. So hopefully it shows again. So I love her vulnerability. She really commits each time she plays in a role, and I love that she chose this role, and even though it was powerful, it really challenged her to be emotionally connected and unchained, meaning she wasn't so put together. And I honor that. And she did play a judge, so I'm not saying that she wasn't all put together, but she just wasn't playing a regular woman. And I also love that they talked about the different topics of being a single parent and not having enough help, and sometimes your children could cause you a little bit of trouble. But it's all about how you handle it and getting the proper help, and even inquiring about help, and even including the other half, or at least expressing to your children that they do have a father out there. And I really don't want to tell you everything about the movie. I'm basically going to give you my recap as to what I truly thought about it. So what I would say is that I would have liked to see more about the main characters, because Hayden Panettiere was also in the movie, and I love Hayden Panettiere. So she was a defense lawyer, and she had a past where her uncle was inappropriate with her, and she wanted to expose the situation, but her grandmother chose to conceal it. So I would have loved if the movie allowed her to have that closure, because topics like that is very important to really cover and talk about, because these things happen to young girls and young boys every single day. So that's why I really wanted that topic to really be referenced. But then again, you can't cover everything. But if you're going to do a movie, and if you're going to talk about or interject these little things, you have to really expose them and really talk about it. So that's what I wanted mainly. And also, it was 2 hours, but I really think that it could have been just an hour-long movie, because it was centered around the fact that when what happens in a court system dealing with custody and parents and everything like that. So it did not need to be a 2 hour long movie. I thought that it was it was too long for the type of movie that it was, and I was expecting better. So I personally give this movie 3 stars, but I would really give it 2 stars. I'll give it 2 stars because of the setup of the movie and what they should have added to really make it a complete movie. But the reason why I chose to give it an extra star because of, you know, the acting. Everyone played their part well, but it was just a setup, and a little bit of tweaks needed to happen before the movie was ever released. But I will leave a link in the description box. You could actually see the trailer, and if you have Lifetime, definitely check your listing to see when the movie is going to be showing, and then respond to this video. Yes, I would like you to respond to this video and let me know what you thought about this movie, and if you thought that it had missing parts, because I mainly wanted to do a little shout out of the movie to let you guys know that that movie even existed, to let you guys know about that movie, and also to really, you know, talk about, you know, these important topics, because in a child's life there's so much dysfunction most of the time. Sometimes if you live in a single parent home, there's a lot of dysfunction, and I'll definitely be talking about that because I'm a child of a single parent home. I only have my mother who raises me, and I mean I'm actually of age to take care of myself, and I do, but she raised me for most of my life. Actually, all of my life. She was there for everything. So I'm definitely going to be talking about that even more. As more and more children who grow up in single parent homes, you know, they have difficulty communicating, you know, being the person that they should be, you fall into the wrong crowd. So this movie addresses those issues. So I really hope that you will check out that movie and respond back to this video and let me know if you thought that it could have added a little bit more elements to different areas. But overall, it was a great movie, and Viola Davis did great. And I'll definitely place the full cast of all the names of the participants in this movie, because it was actually a nice simple cast. It didn't have too many people, and it didn't leave out, and it didn't overshadow, you know, the whole concept. So that's what I loved. And even the guy who played Monk, do you guys know him? If you guys know him, please tell me in the comments below. He played Monk, and that was a USA show. He was a very neat guy. He never used to like to touch stuff, so please tell me his name. I forgot it, but I'll definitely put that in the description box. If you know him, please let me know. Yes, so please subscribe to this channel and click that bell right there, and also watch this video here about this about my favorite topic to talk about. You know, about show premieres, and it's like a 2-minute video basically about a show premiere. So click that video right there, and also click that video right there as I talk about different movies and different shows, especially shows like The Housewives and its recent episode that pretty much shocked everyone. So please click that video right there. So 1, 2, yes, click that video, and I'll see you guys soon. So thank you guys once again for watching this video on this new YouTube channel. And as always, I like to say a few words before I end each video. And I like to tell you to stay blessed, stay safe, and also don't be afraid to share your story, because you will actually shock yourself in knowing that your story has happened, or the same events has happened to someone else. And it's a chain reaction to create change by sharing each other's burdens, because we all go through things. We all cry, we all feel sad. So let's all share each other's burdens, and let's be better people together. So thank you guys once again, and please subscribe to this channel, and I'm looking forward to hearing your comments and to see your video reactions to my video recap of the custody. So I'll see you guys once again, and peace.